how's it going? So when you're using ShadowSense, it's a cream to powder product. And with it being a cream to powder product, sometimes because you barely have to use any, what ends up happening is you're going to get a little bit dried out feeling almost on some of them. And you'll also get to a point where it seems like there's hardly any product left, like maybe you're running out. But in actuality, what's happening is you just can't get to the product. So the product seems like it's almost gone and you're ready to place another order. Don't do it yet. Save your money. What you can do is a little trick to take out the little plastic piece that's in the top of your shadow. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So here's the things that you're going to need. A towel that you don't really care about and some needle nose pliers. I also like to have nearby some Nangai oil. So Nangai oil is going to help bring your product back to life if it's a little bit dried out feeling. Here we go. Okay, so I have my French Roast ShadowSense here, and my French Roast ShadowSense seems like it is getting dry. Okay, I can tell like if I'm putting it on, it just is dried out. It's not like as much as it normally would be coming out of there. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to just take the top off and set it to the side. Then you see there is this plastic piece right here in the top. So you're going to take your needle nose pliers and you're going to put them inside here. See, I'm going to put them in there. And then I'm just going to kind of like pull at an angle down. You see that? I'm just going to do that a little bit here on all sides. I'm just kind of like wiggling. Okay, you can see the plastic is starting to come out there, see? Oops. So that can happen sometimes. You see that? A little hole came through the plastic right there. But now I've got enough out, so what I can do is I could just grab this plastic piece. So just grab the whole thing, see? And then pull that out. And there we go. It's totally done. And I'm just going to set this to the side. Now watch when I put this in here. You got to be really careful when you use this again now, because now a whole bunch of product is going to come out. You see how much stuff is on there? That is a full wand of product. So when you're using it now, you're going to have to be a little more careful. So you can see now, look at the difference. It's not even dry at all. See that? So you got to be really careful because you're going to end up with a lot of it. So now when you're using it, look at that. Isn't that crazy? So you're going to put the lid back on here. And I find it's best if you can store them on their side, if you're able to do that. Sometimes if you have one of those acrylic drawers, then it's really nice. You can store them on the side. If it's a product that I've taken the cap out of, then I like to store them on the side. Otherwise, if you store them upside down like this, what ends up happening is all the product ends up in the cap. You're going to end up having it like this. You're going to turn it around, open it, and you're going to have a whole mess of stuff right here. So now it's like you have a whole brand new ShadowSense again. So this one I thought I might need to put some Nangai oil in, but I didn't need to because it's actually really, really moisturized inside there still. There's still quite a bit of product in there, so I didn't need to add in the Nangai oil. I'm going to try another one now and see what happens with that. Okay, now I have a rose gold glitter. Now this rose gold glitter I have already taken out the plastic piece, but the product is a little flaky. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some Nangai oil and I'm going to put in here. So here's my Nangai oil. And when you open it, so here it's closed. When you open it, this top is going to pop. See that? And then you press down the plunger. That's pressing down a plunger inside. And then it's going to fill it up. Now I don't want that much. Okay, you see now I've got Nangai oil in there, but I don't need much. So I'm just going to take this and very carefully put just a tiny little bit in. So you have to press down the plunger to do it. I'm just going to go super slow. Okay, I've got one drop in there. And now I'm just stirring this up. Kind of see what happens here. You can always add more, so it's best to just like start small. Okay, that's a little better. On this one, I think I am going to go ahead and put one more drop in. Okay. Stir it up. Oh my goodness, yes. Look at there's a whole bunch in there. Look at all that. There's so much in there. Okay. So I'm just going to stir this and I'm going to store it on its side. Oh my gosh, I can feel it. Look at that. Like there's a whole bunch in here. Okay, so I think this needs to sit for a while. And just kind of like absorb everything. So I'm just putting this right back inside here. Wipe that off. All right, and I'm just going to put the lid back on here. And I'm going to store this on its side. And then the next time that I go to use it, it should be ready to go for me. I have another shadow that I have taken out the plunger, or I'm sorry, the plastic piece. You see there, this is Sandstone Pearl Matte. And I have a lot of product, but it's kind of dry seeming. So I'm going to add a little bit of Nangai oil to this one too. Okay, and so I pressed out the excess. So I do have more in here than I showed you the last time, but we found out that didn't work so great when I tried to push the plunger. There we go. And so the cool thing is this doesn't impact how your color stays. It still stays really nice. Oh yeah, that's great. So see how creamy that looks? It wasn't creamy like that before. So I'm going to clean off the top of this. A clean section of my towel here. All right, and then I'm going to store this one on its side as well. Isn't it amazing how much product is still in those tubes? So when you have that little plastic piece in there, it seems like you're about done. It feels dry, it's almost gone, but you can see that the difference between the French roast before and the French roast after, I mean, it's dramatically different. These are really pretty together. French roast and rose gold glitter. I'm going to have to wear those together. I haven't done that yet. Well, now I'm going to have to. But anyway, you can see how it seems like your product's almost gone, but it's really not. So all you have to do is get yourself a nice little working space and a towel that you don't like, some needle nose pliers, and get to work and pulling that out of there. Stir it up and you should be good to go. And if you need to add a little bit of moisture to your product, Nangai oil is the way to go for that. All right, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'm happy to help out. You can always visit my website for tips and tricks at www.jenn-nyberg.com. That's JENN-Nyberg.com. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good day.